Hello, email list family. Welcome. You might have seen me at a gig. We're so thankful that you opened up this email. We have some urgent information regarding this solar eclipse. As we know, or what we'd like to inform you is that it affects you not just tremendously over this next week, but the next 100 days and the next 4 years. So Isaac, tell us more about what's going on with this, clips.
Yeah, so there's a lot of hype, a lot of noise around the eclipse, and a lot of people have their own opinions on what that is. I sort of think it's almost a distraction away from utilizing this eclipse for our own spiritual evolutionary purposes, I guess, because eclipses are incredibly powerful, the most powerful times to actually be making changes and taking large steps forward in our lives. And so if we're distracted from that, if we get caught up in all the collective noise about biblical reckonings and comets and rockets being fired up into the sky and all that sort of rubbish, we're not actually focusing on the individual personal power we can be drawing from this moment. So that's what we want to keep you guys focused on. Yeah, sure. Like it's interesting that like the noise is interesting, that to sort of watch it unfold and to sort of observe it from afar, hopefully, and have a bit of a laugh at it. But let's actually use these times for what they're designed for, which is huge leaps forward for one cycle beginning and another starting. So think about the eclipse, a total solar eclipse. It's like the sun, the main light in the sky is being turned off then turned back on again. So it's a reset. So it's a literal solar reset for all of us, to use the opportunity to sort of shift from one mode of being to another, shift from one purpose, shift from one solar cycle to the next one, I guess. And with this eclipse being conjunct Chiron, so Chiron is the wounded healer from mythology. It shows wounds, it shows deep wounds, deep trauma that we have, but it's also linked to where we heal. Our role as healers, as trauma transmuters in the world, um, moving from someone who dwells in their wounds and gets sort of gets caught up in them and gets fascinated with them, to actually using that, turning that into something which brings good to other people. So we want you to understand how this moment can be utilized by you as an individual in particular, personalized. So where does the eclipse fall in your astrological chart? What house does it fall in? What aspects does it make to your natal planets? These are all fundamental to understanding this moment for you, for your life, for how you can move forward, how you can shed skin, leave all that bullshit behind that you've worked through, actually start to use that to move you forward positively. And this is amazing energy for that, because we have Jupiter Uranus conjunct as well. So Jupiter is spirit, belief systems, high-mindedness, optimism and hope for the future. And Uranus is sudden spontaneity, liberation, shift towards freedom. So combining those two, it's a very powerfully positive energy to be making huge steps forward, sudden opportunistic leaps forward in terms of spiritual, even religious beliefs. And so to understand where the eclipse falls in your chart, and then when Jupiter Uranus falls as well, you start to understand the domains of life where you might be experiencing a bit of turmoil and chaos and maybe wounding even, but also where you are primed to really take a leap forward. And then we also have an interesting dynamic with Mars Saturn right now as well, also coming to a conjunction. That's not easy energy. It's almost a very opposite energy to Jupiter Uranus in many ways. So to understand that we're going to have this part of our life where we can leap forward, but also part of our life where we are going to feel actually constrained and held back, and that's fine, because we don't need to be focusing there. We can just sit in that area of life and be okay with that sense of struggle or that restriction, or this sort of Mars Saturn is like something moving fast, sort of being ground and to a halt and stopped. So there's going to be that going on now, but that can just give us a area of our life where we can focus on patience, on endurance, on longevity, on creating something lasting while we take leaps forward in other aspects of our life as well. So to understand this interplay in our chart, we can sort of know where we can focus our energies and not get confused or not get sort of let down if not every part of our life that we want to is moving forward. It's a balance, and it's understanding how we can use the energies to appropriately and purposefully move things forward, even as we hold ourselves back and sit in discomfort in other places as well. So given it's the eclipse moment, we want to sort of help you guys out as much as possible. So we're going to sort of chuck in an extra eclipse reading on top of the Patreon deal as well. And I know I just rambled there as well, but you know, you'll get that sort of interpretations personalized to you, and then you'll get other aspects of your astrology and also tarot readings linked into that as well.
So yeah, what we're trying to build is self-knowledge, spiritual knowledge, building a community. We have a lot of plans for our members that include so much. A lot of long-term things, some short-term things. There's a lot of exciting things happening. And I want to also encourage you, if you're not subscribed to Lugal's World, go and check out. We have so much free content available to you, even if you do not become a member. And we want to let you know that that's available to you. So thank you for participating in this email list, and stay tuned. We'll have more valuable astrological updates for you. We'll come in here, you know, when we absolutely feel it's necessary, tell you what you need to know, stay updated, and everyone have many blessings. Stay safe during this eclipse season. So, and keep updating your self-knowledge, your spiritual growth at this time. Peace.